we're getting ready. What a complete mess of a start this is. Oh my God. Well, look, I hope you're going to be here in a few minutes' time, everyone. We're going to have a little bit of a chinwag before Christmas. I've just come back from doing my last job, sorting out a mate's toilet, which is a bit of a laugh. But yeah, we're going to be having a little chat, a couple of beers together. I'm going to talk to you about my life. Oh my God. And yeah, it's going to be really, really good. So stick around, guys. I'll be with you in a few minutes' time. Right then, everybody, let's get going. Hey up everybody, and happy bloody Christmas to thee. Just making sure the old stream's working all right on here. Hopefully it is. Yeah, there I am. Merry Christmas, Jamie Gurney. Thank you ever so much for turning up today, mate. There's a few of us in the house at the moment. I actually don't know how many people are here. It never really tells me when I go to the analytics side of things. Apparently there's 27 people here at the moment. James Price is here. Hey, James. Happy Christmas, mate. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying life at the moment. Did any of you get to see the latest video where I was in España? Viva España, señor! No vivo España ahora. Oh, no. Porque gran problema con mi familia. Yeah, what a day. What a bloody couple of weeks it's been as well, and the build-up, especially having gone away on holiday for a little while. Happy Christmas, Craig. Thanks very much. Yeah, gone away for 2 weeks on a 2-week holiday. That is a long time to be away. Usually I like a maximum 10-day kind of guy. But yeah, 2 weeks was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it was really, really nice to get away. Jamie Gurney just said today was meant to be my last day before Christmas. Van had other ideas. Turbo blew up on Friday, coming down the M1. Mate, that happened to me once in an old Audi 80. Coming down the A1, where was I? Blimey, I can't bloody remember. Oh, yeah, I was under the Angel of the North. Is that the M1 or the A1? Up in Newcastle. Coming back from seeing my brother up in Scotland. The turbo blew up on my Audi 80. Well, actually, it hadn't blown up. It was the air intake had got covered in snow. Yeah, and it got completely splattered. Sinkman172 is here. Alex McIntosh is here. Never in a VW. Yeah, mate, my V-Dub is still going strong. The beast. After what happened on eBay. Wow, I had a bit of a moment. Basically, I thought it was knackered. I was driving up from a job somewhere, and I was gunning it a little bit, and it just made this pop noise and started going knock, 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 knock. And I thought, oh no, that's it. Had a word with a couple of mates. They said, yeah, look, sounds like it's like knackered. You know, the engine's like sounds like a bag of spanners, and she's getting pretty old. So I thought I'd shove her on eBay. I put her on eBay with a little video because I didn't want people to buy it, and then go, oh, we didn't know it made that noise. I thought it was best that I actually record the noise that it makes. And I did. And someone on eBay contacted me and said, funny thing was, it got up to about 4 or 5 grand on eBay straight away. And I was like, that's a bit weird for a van that's 10, 15 years old, has got moss growing in the window, because it's my little window box. It actually flowers in the summer and bees sit on it. Very proud of my moss. My mossy cleft. And yeah, this guy messaged me. He said, look, it's got to that price, mate, because it's only going to cost £1,000 to sort that out. He said, I'll tell you now, just needs a new, what was it? Not a camshaft. Can't remember. Because they don't have a timing belt on those. They have a timing chain. So the chain, you don't have a snap belt, no camshaft, no timing stuff goes wrong. So you don't end up splattering valves and bits and bobs like that. But yeah, so there we go. But yeah, she's still going. And yeah, never had a problem. I'm not going to say it now. I've got a lot of wood here I can rub. I can rub the wood. I can play the guitar. But she's not had any problems yet. Matt Hodges said, hope you and the fam have a good one, mate. Thank you ever so much, Matt. I hope you do too. Hope you and your loved ones also have a lovely Christmas. Jamie Gurney joined the dark side and got an Alpha Press. Wish I'd done it years ago. Well done, Jamie. Good on you, mate. I mean, it's always a good idea to embrace new technology, especially when, like that job I did, well, we'll have a look actually in a few minutes' time. The job I did where I was fitting that radiator, it was so bloody handy to have an Alpha Press up in that loft. Because if I'd have been up there, old clunch walls, loads of little bits, loads of spiders, webs, all the rest of it, it was an absolute piglet. You don't really want to end up having a big issue with fire going everywhere and all the rest of it. But that's just how it is, how it is, how it is, how it is. Jamie Gurney says, I'm doing 3 to 4 installs a week now, saves so much time. Yeah, and especially with boilers and that, I think boiler installs, they look really like fine. It's still, everyone's got their own sort of way of doing things, haven't they? Own way of thinking about it and all that. So I like them. They do a job for me. They help me out. It's really, really good. I'm a big fan. But what I want to talk to you about first up is, while we're here a little bit, we're obviously going to have a beer. So I'm very quickly going to introduce to you. Oh, I don't know why I've got this here. Firstly, my glass. Hello, everybody. An absolutely normal glass out of the kitchen cupboard. She'll be like, where's that bloody glass gone? Have you brought down all the cups out of the office yet? No, Emily. No. But I have got a selection of beers that I don't think we're going to be able to get through today. Check this out. Oh, about to give the girl a shout. Look at all these babies. Oh, my God, the guitar's falling on me as well. These are obviously, I think you're going to guess, these are all from Beer 52. Oh, yeah. And I need to talk to you. Max and I filmed a video. We filmed our last Plumberparts video of the year on Thursday. I was at a mate's house fitting and swapping out a radiator and putting in a towel rail. Typical. Took the old radiator off and the wall hadn't been painted, had it? And he said to me, do you think I could paint between the rails when the new radiator's on? I was like, no, mate. Have you got the paint? And he said, funny enough, I do. So he mixed up and we got it sorted out. But yeah, Brett's been saved for a year. Well done. Max is here. Hola, Max, mi amigo. So Max said to me, I said, look, mate, I'm not going to lie to you guys. Beer 52, I actually follow a YouTube channel where these guys go to music festivals, and it brings back a real youthful moment for me. And they were endorsed by Beer 52. And I thought, oh my God, I use Beer 52. I've used them for about 3 years. And I thought, I'm going to contact them. You know, they're endorsed by them. Why can't I be? So I spoke to the guy, Grant, at Beer 52. Lovely old boy. And he said, look, mate, if you can get some people to come over and sign up, we'll sort you out some free beers. And the funny thing was, Max said to us while we were filming on Thursday, he didn't believe that I'd used Beer 52. He was like, you're just doing this because they're giving you free beer, aren't you? I was like, no, mate. I said, I've used Beer 52 for 3 years, man. And I can tell you why I know that. It's because every month when a new big batch of beers turn up, I'm like, oh, God, I must remind myself to cancel that. But I never have. And I've got to say, I'm bloody glad I haven't. Because when I started out with Beer 52, yeah, like I say, 3 or 4 years ago, the beers that came out were all pretty strong. Like, there's some here that will be fairly strong. So the first one I'm going to have tonight is going to be a Boned Tea, this little beast here. This is a chocolate coconut stout. It's a 6%er, all right? If you're in a pub and that's coming in pints, you're not going to have more than 2 pints of that, okay? That's it. That's the 2 pint limit. Anything that's 6% is the 2 pint limit, okay? Now, when I was looking through these earlier on, so look, we've got this one here, Pilot, 4%, yeah? So what I'm saying is, back in the day, a lot of the beers that came out of this lot were 7%, 8%, 9%, basically barley wine. For me, undrinkable. It's the sort of thing that breaks up marriages, that sort of strength. We don't want that. So I'm really glad that they've sort of listened, and now the beers you get out are always kind of decent session beers, always really interesting, always lovely. I will tell you this now, you can get a discount with Beer 52 for signing up. I know it's over the festive period, but you might as well have a go at it now. And I'll say now, a lot of you are going to go, oh, I want to do Dry January. Dry January is the worst month to be sober. I know that Matt, who is it who's been sober? Someone said they've been sober for ages. Can't see you on the list on here, but it's the worst. I think you'll agree with me that January is the worst month to be sober. It's January, just don't do it. Maybe February or March or something like that. So sign up to them now, and let's crack open our first beer. Before we do, let's put on some upbeat, sexy ass music for cracking open a beer at Christmas time. Have we got, for some reason, oh, okay, let's see what this is. I don't like that. No. Okay. So we're going to open up a beer here. We've got the chocolate coconut stout, 6%, bound tea, all the way over from goddamn Scotland. Oh my God. I think it is anyway. Bound tea. A full-body pastry stout blends smooth flavours of rich chocolate and toasted coconut with subtle touches of vanilla and tonka beans. Honestly, where are these? Yeah, Edinburgh, Scotland. See, you can tell by the accent. That's where that's from. And while I'm opening this up, let's just have a little go back to some of the comments. So it's Brett that's been sober for a year. I will have one for you, Brett. No worries. Max is here. Leave My Lights Alone says, I like B52's music. Of course you do, mate. I love Shaq, baby, dancing and I pushing. And then we've got Brett said, yeah, I love it as well. He loves a bit of Love Shack. Andy Vassie said, funniest regular videos. A very happy Christmas to you and your fam. Thank you ever so much, Andy. I would also recommend to you, if you like these videos, that you go over to my other channel, Times with James, and also my interview channel, Life in Deep, but only at the end of the video. Leave My Lights Alone. Leave My Rights Alone. That sounds like a YouTube channel I would like to watch, especially in this country at the moment. Free speech is being eroded away every second of the day, all right? By Keir Starmer and his people, all right? That's all I'm going to say. All the best to you and your family, my friend, says R100 win. Graeme just puts up the Scottish flag 3 times, which I assume means that he wants independence. Please, Graham, I want you to have independence as well. Mr. Beats, tell me more about your course. I'm tempted to do it. Mr. Beats, the whole curriculum is up there. We can have a look in a minute together. Let me pull this beer out and we'll have a little gander. Loaf of Sheffield says, I've interrupted a Fred Dibner mini marathon for this. Do you like that? I do love a bit of Fred Dibner, especially when he was going around with his old steam engine. Absolutely loved him. Really, really nice. Oh my God, TPD TV, that is mental because you're the reason I've actually got an endorsement on your with Beer 52. I watch your channel all the time, boys. I used to go, you know what, the last festival I went to, God, I don't know how long ago it was now, but I used to go to festivals all the time. And I love your channel, boys. If any of you guys are watching right now and you haven't checked out TPD TV, check it out. One thing I would say for you, actually, if this is Mr. Rob Kellis, don't worry about the views, mate. It's just an up and down world, YouTube is. Just keep putting out those great videos, mate. The views, the subscribers speak for themselves. I'm a big fan of your channel, and maybe one day we should do a collab. Who knows? I'm not sure the crossover between plumbers and people who go to festivals all the time is much of a collab. So look, you guys are saying to us here, TBD TV, you're saying to me you want me to down this that actually doesn't look like it's got a lot of life in it at the moment. Oh my God, is this the worst poured beer I've ever done? This is 6%, boys. You want me to scull this? Is the pool finished, says Adam Pugh? No, the pool is not finished yet, but it will be done in March time. So there will be a swimming pool here. Maybe we could do, maybe that could be the first TPD TV / Plumberparts, what would you call it, collab, where we do a festival and you all get sourced and get in my pool. In fact, even though the ginger-haired geezer with the beard, he does remind me of my mate James Houlihan. God rest his soul, what a legend. Oh my God, leave my rights alone. Oh my God. What are you on about? Is that a Les Paul on the wall? Oh God, I'm going to get slated for this. That is an Epiphone. So it's a Les Paul, but it's an Epiphone, so it's the cheaper version. Then I've got a little Yamaha bass and a little acoustic as well. And I've got a couple of drum kits, but they're not actually here. They're at the studio where we film loads of shit. This is where I sit and do videos, basically. TBD TV says, love to hear it. Thanks for the love. Very kind of you to say. I do have a block guest bathroom that needs some attention. Maybe we can make something funny about that. Mate, yeah, maybe we should definitely do something in the new year. It'd be really good. In fact, I will say I've got another channel that I run called Life in Deep that is quite a new channel, and we're going to be interviewing people on there about what it's like to run a YouTube channel, because I think it's a really unusual thing that a lot of people don't really get. A lot of people who watch YouTube channels don't understand the work that goes into it. And for those of you guys who don't watch TPD TV, and don't go over there and watch it just yet. But for someone like me who's made films and videos since I was like 12, the way these guys make their videos, okay, they go to a festival. There's often about 5 or 6 of them that go. Each one of them, they're like properly, they film in such a visceral and instant way, which is generally just using an iPhone. And from what I get, if this is Rob who's watching at the moment, from what I get is they all send him their footage from a whole weekend of getting completely slaughtered, which must be hours of footage. And somehow you guys edit all that together into a really, really enjoyable weekly video that I've got to say I haven't missed one in the last 2 years. So yeah, real big fan. You've got to check him out, guys, if you get a chance. And in the meantime, he wants me to down it. Shall I give it a go? I'm going to be so fucking smashed if I do this. Let's give it a try. No way. Oh my God, that's so... That is like the strongest tasting. It's not the strength of the beer. It's just that. I mean, what have we just had there? That is the coconut chocolate stout. Do you know what I mean? So there we go. That's that one gone. Oh mate, I was going to sit and bloody enjoy that like an old git. You know, I'm nearly 42. I'm 42 next year. I was going to sit there and just enjoy it, but there we go. Adam Q says, love all your videos. Enjoy your first Christmas with your son. Thank you ever so much, Adam. And I must say, it's amazing having a little kid about. It's really, really, really good. TBD TV, you're too kind, mate. It's a graft for sure, mate. Honestly, I can see the pain that you guys go through doing it. Couldn't do it without people like you sharing the nice words. Also respect for the Epiphone. Mate, I used to have, what do I have? I've had a Gibson SG. I've had that bloody thing for ages. So I used to have a nice blue Ibanez that was really nice. Love my music, love guitars, been in loads of bands, so the crossover's mental. I'll reach out to you, I'll send you an email and we'll see if we can sort something out in the new year, even though it'd be the weirdest collab ever, but let's see if we can do something. Sick bucket needed soon. Don't worry, guys. Before we went and did this live stream, I had about half a pint of slow vodka. So I was already primed to start today. That's all I can say about that. So look, let's firstly talk about something slightly close to my heart, I suppose. Not about plumbing or anything like that. But obviously this year I had a massive change in my life. The fact that me and my wife had our first son, and it's just been amazing. I must say, I found the first 6 weeks to 2 months was really... Well, maybe just the first 6 weeks, actually. I found it really difficult because your life is not only been thrown upside down by this mad little chubby squidgy addition, but also you're just getting to know each other. It's really weird. Like, you don't really, it's weird. And now he's like properly, he'll get on us, and now he'll like grab my ears and just go mad and sort of like he wants to sort of play and fight and ruck and stuff like that. And it's absolutely brilliant. I love him to pieces, and Emily's doing really, really well as mummy. And yeah, I think the whole thing for all of us was just like, well, Emily and I have been together for donkey's years, and the fact that we wait till we're 40 to have a kid. You're kind of used to your life at that point, aren't you? And so yeah, when we had him, it was like a big change. But we're now getting back into traveling again. I'm doing loads and loads of different work on different YouTube channels. Obviously, Plumberparts is my main channel where I do all of my try to pretty much put out weekly videos. But at the same time, doing stuff on Life in Deep, which, you know what, we'll have a little look at now very quickly. But it's very risky for me to try and change over onto this different screen. Because I'm an old twat, I struggle to do it. So let's see, for a start, if YouTube's actually indexing the channel, which has been annoying me for the last couple of weeks because it still hasn't indexed it. Finally, it's indexed it. So hopefully I should be able to just click to here. No, there we go. And for some reason, it's showing that up. I don't know why. What's this here? What? Who are these people? Have I got another page open? Let's have a look. I must have another page. Oh, there we go. Right. So if I go here and we go to Life in Deep, and then we go to Filters and Channel. So there's Life in Deep there. So this channel here I've been working on for the last couple of years, and we've done some really good videos in the last few weeks that I'm really proud of. So if you get a chance, definitely check them out, especially this one here. That let me just turn Epidemic Sound off. Yeah, especially this one here. Hopefully this is going to play and you're going to be able to...
Radius of a major city is likely to die.
Right.
I was in Moscow in April this year. We're in the middle of a war.
The war is escalating.
There are very few Brits or Americans going to Russia. Between them, they have 75 to 80,000 nuclear warheads.
Let's suppose that Russia launched a large nuclear strike against the UK. Would we get a text message on our phone here?
Anybody exposed within a certain radius of a major city is likely to die pretty quickly. You're going to get multiple firestorms sucking up all the soot, the fragments,
So as you can see, it's like a really happy video, this one.
and then you've got this soot that cakes the world. Don't underestimate it. Don't say Putin is bluffing. He's not bluffing.
Today we're joined by Professor Paul Ingram. Paul studied philosophy, politics and economics at Oxford University. He has several decades experience leading diverse and multicultural teams. So yeah, there you go, guys. I think you're kind of getting the idea as to what that channel is all about. But I am going to be doing some new stuff very soon on Times of James as well. And it's, yeah, it's just nice to be able to kind of... Oh, hold on, I don't know what I'm doing now. Bloody... It's nice to be able to have different channels. And that's the strength of YouTube, definitely. Like the fact that you can do that, you can have different channels, you can have different outlets for your love. Because let's face it, a lot of people just think we're plumbers, and we've actually got things that we enjoy doing outside of that, haven't we? And so it's really nice for us to be able to have different channels and be able to share some of the knowledges or the loves that we have. And that's why basically when I went on holiday to Spain with Ted and Emily and a few mates, and I hadn't done any videos on Times of James for quite a long time, and I watched a few of them back and I thought, oh God, I really want to get back into doing that a bit. So I will be doing some more like Times of James stuff soon. God, that 6% is getting me already. Honestly, TBD TV, if you're still here, this is your fault, because now we are on the pilot, which is very apt, because I'm going to be very big-headed and twattish right now, but I've got a fucking pilot's license. I was supposed to go flying this morning, but I found out that I've got to go up for an hour with an instructor because I haven't flown in 90 days, which is a bit annoying. The name of the interview channel is called Life in Deep, Jake, so check it out if you get a minute. Let's have a look at some of your comments. Just make sure, sick bucket needed soon. I'll be all right. Well-oiled now, I tell you, not wrong, bruv. Got a lovely Brewdog Lost Lager going down quite well. Well done, Jim. Remember to check out Beard 52 if you get a sec. You can use Plumber, or the link below, or whatever I put in. I'm sure I'll put a link in there. In a minute, I'm going to try... There's this thing here called Delay Insert Ad. So apparently I can just add an advert, but I don't know if anyone's going to see it. Shall we try it? If we do, a lot of you might leave, but I might earn a small segment of money that will probably pay for me to have half of my cock waxed in a Turkish barber's next week. So let's try insert ad. Please don't go away. Let's see what happens, because I've never done this before. Ad inserted, apparently. I don't know if you're all still here or not. It's not showing me whether it's all sort of happened. Oh well, we'll see. Got Teddy listening to music. Starts with some Rush. I don't know what's going on here now. This has all gone a bit crackers. I'm well behind on this. I don't know what's happening. Right, Rush. Okay, obviously the greatest. I can never remember the song actually. Maybe you guys can help me out. I'm going to sing you the song now, and then you're going to say where I can find it. Let me just move these out of the way because I've got to do a little bit of drumming. Who's that? Which Rush tune is that? Bow 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 bow. Yeah. Help me out, please. Everyone will be like, what the fuck is he doing? You're still here. Did you actually get to see an advert there? Tom Sawyer, that's the tune. Well done, thank you. No, Ted's doing really, really good. While we were away on holiday, I had him listening to a bit of Close to the Edge, Down by your Water, Seasons Will Pass You By, I Get Up. That's Yes. That's actually the band Yes. Great band. Anyway, this is all going wrong. All thanks to TBD TV. I think a text message may be a tad late. What are you on about? So hold on. Right, so let's just go back. Breast is best. I was one of triplets. The one in the middle on the bottle. The one in the middle on the bottle. Right, okay, yeah. Got Teddy listening to Rush. Yes, I have. The Reaper says, do you know if you have to balance the system with the Danfoss blah, blah, blah on it with preset and set? Some seem a little cold for my liking. If they're a little cold, just give them like literally half a number open and then see how you feel off that, okay? Russia won't do that, obviously in reaction to what I showed you a few minutes ago. I think a text message may be a tad late. Okay, now I understand what you're on about. Rush, Can't Pretend a Stranger is a long-awaited friend. Limelight. Okay, I'll check it out later. The Enemy is not in the papers. I think you're talking about, well, The Enemy is the MSN. We all know that. Thank you, boss, says Jake. What's the name of the interview channel? All right, you've got that already. How much did that set you back for the pilot's license? Altogether, over about 2.5 years, it cost me £6,500. So it's something you can kind of budget for, but put it this way, if I'd got Ted now, I definitely wouldn't be doing it. Not because of the money, but more because of the time. The time you know, when I go out sometimes now, Ted turns around and he looks at me and he goes, hey, and I'm like, do you want me to go? And he goes, go. No, he doesn't. But yeah, I just catch his eye and I think, oh man, I love him so much. I want to give him a big old cuddle, give him a scrub, blow raspberries on the belly, or as I call them, raspberries on the ummock. Thanks, Mum. But there we go. Jake Anderson, you've already got that. You are not down in them all, are you? No, I'm not. But I'm just giving you a bit of an idea as to how many beers there are from Beer 52. This is awesome. It's like sitting with the lads in the pub, but one of them is on a proper bender. Well, I'm not yet, mate. I've only forced her down. Honestly, I actually think TPD TV should down that bloody drink. Bound Taste, 6% chocolate stout. You sods. I actually think, what's going on here? I've done something. I've made some noise. Oh, I've pressed something. It's all going wrong. I think the order's kicked in. Yeah, you're right. When does your tour with Joe Pasquale start, Brad? Are you saying I look like Bradley Walsh? Of course not. You're saying I look like Bradley Cooper. That's what's happening here. Joe Pasquale. Hello, mate. I actually met Joe Pasquale in Weymouth Pavilion when I was about 11. He was on stage. He was supporting a comedian who may or may not have been caught up with by Operation Yewtree, Freddie Starr. And if he has been caught up, I'm sure he's 100% innocent. I don't know. It's an opinion. I have to be careful these days. I don't want a non-crime hate incident to come my way. Hi, just to say thanks, a massive thank you. I fitted a whole bathroom with your help. No worries, Carl. Very, very happy to help you. So before we move on with today's live stream, let's just have a quick look at this next lovely beer from The guys at, what's it bloody well called? Beer 52. Links below. You can get discounts. Honestly, Beer 52, beer delivery service. Whatever you do, dry January is the worst January. It's the worst way of doing it. This is a Blonde Beyond Session IPA Deluxe beer, 4% volume. So a whole third less than the beer that I downed a minute ago. My mum's here, by the way. I'm new to learning plumbing. Started watching videos 2 days ago. I changed my basin tap. How long do you think it will take for me to become a plumber? I think I'm still learning now, mate. You're still learning. That's how it is. Just keep pegging at it. I'll give you 6 months till you can actually go out and maybe do a job on your own. And then about another 4 years after that of being an apprentice. And then you'll be good to go to a certain extent. And only then after those 4 years do you really start learning about plumbing. Loafer Sheffield says, Rush, Tom Sawyer, South Park intro. Okay, yes. Black Ilsa Blonde Beer, Highways of the Scotland, says Darren McKenzie. Oh my God, Darren. So, we've got here, this is Pilot Apt, and it's 4% volume. I don't actually know where this one's brewed. It says it is brewed, it's another one in Edinburgh. What's all these Scottish beers coming down here for? Taking our English beers jobs. Even though we're supposed to be getting rid of the beer Bombardier, or Bombardier. A mate of mine used to call it Bombardier. He was convinced it was French. I said to him, mate, it's English. It's even got a George Cross on it. And it says English on the bottle. So look at that. Nice beer there. Beautiful. Nice little, sweet little head on it. I think you'll find. Beautiful. You're not a plumber until you flood a house. You're right there. SA said, should I try doing isolation valves for my tap? Is that too hard? You can give that a go, mate. Just make sure the water's off. That's the thing you got to learn how to do. Thanks. How is life treating you as a father? Well, I think I sort of went over it very briefly earlier on, but I'll say again, it's absolutely great. I love it. Ted's a legend. And I love him very much. What I'm going to do, I've already decided, when he gets to 12 years old, I'm going to start charging him £200 a month rent. Without him knowing, I'm going to put that into an ISA, or the S&P 500, or Bitcoin if it's still down, or maybe even Polkadot. And that's I'll give it all back to him once he's made the investment. And if he's made a loss on it, I'll say that will be a lesson in investing for you then, won't it? There you go. Yeah. Jack Hart says, does leaving a pump on max have any diminishing returns, as I subby to a care home company for their plumbing? And the handyman just whack the pump on full every time they have issues with the rads. I mean, there's 3 settings that, pumps can go full for a reason. If they weren't designed to go full, there wouldn't be a full setting, would there? It's like, it's like the amp going up to number 11 in Spinal Tap. But I think usually what you've got to do with a job like that, make sure everything's balanced to the pump at setting 2. And if everything doesn't come on, then pop it up to the highest setting and see what happens. And obviously these days we've got modulating pumps as well. So as the radiator TRVs shut down, the pump speed slows down. And yeah, you're all good. Jim Gordon, hammer or preacher curl? Well, today is a finisher at the gym. I did 3 sets of hammer curls, 18 kilo dumbbells, 12 reps each side. And that was a pump, believe me. Hammer curls are easier, but they do target slightly different part of your bicep head. Whereas obviously your proper open sort of preacher curl, I suppose you call it. Generally, you're not going to be able to do that same amount of weight. I'll be doing that at 14 kilos, sometimes even 12 if I'm seated and my back is back and I'm, back is black, boy, and all the rest of it. So, God, you guys are coming into the questions here. I want to get on with the video in a minute. I'm a plumber of 30 years and I decided to do plumbing 20 years ago. As much as I still do general plumbing, I'm glad I'm a chippy. Water is the enemy. Yeah. I mean, it can be a pain in the bum. I mean, the last job I did today, around a mate's house, water leaking out the back of their toilet. I hope he's not watching. I didn't have a new flush cone, so I just siliconed it up and said that'll get you through Christmas. Don't use it until tomorrow. I didn't use normal silicone, of course. I use X-Pro Stixel. Anyway, Snuggly Socks. What a name. Sorry, you probably all thought I just came out with that, didn't you, randomly? First time I've been online when you were doing a stream. Merry Xmas. May you not drill through an inlet pipe in 2025. I know what you're referring to, young rain. Right, let's just see where we are there. Okay, right, so I just wanted to make sure we're in the right place. We're going to go back to the channel. We're going to go to Plumberparts. Plumberpartio. And we're going to check out that video that he's literally just referred to. Okay. So let's going to look at most popular vids. Emergency leaking pipe fix. God, look at me there. How are these the most popular videos? They're so old. God, I've been doing this for such a long time now. Sometimes I look at myself in the mirror and think, wow. Okay, so this has had 727,000 views. Let's have a little look back at this video from earlier this year. What, man? So, a couple... What? Oh dear, that's bad. Oh. I'm back, guys. Now. I'm gonna cry. This toilet is the broken, and I've come around here today to fix it. It's got a little bit of a crack in the back of the cistern just down there. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to show you the steps that I go through when changing a toilet. So without further ado, let's get on with step number 1. First thing you do is when you buy your new toilet, obviously try to select the toilet that's most relevant to the one that you're replacing. So is it close coupled? Is it wall mounted, high level system? So a lot of you are going to remember what happened here. I mean, do you want to go to the moment where it actually happened? To see whether it's actually... Let's see if we can find it. Because it was it was a hell of a moment, guys.
So that means us just actually sit stop.
So I imagine it's here where this spike is.
That's before we ruin the...
You always know a video's doing well when this happens.
And then...
So as you can see, everything was going fine at this point. The job was going well. I didn't need to drill any further. But at the same time, I didn't think that some arsehole was going to have put the mains water pipe underneath where you fit the toilet. Running water pipes across the floor like that, unless it's underfloor heating, in which case you're going to know it's there because you know how the heating... You know, there's no radiators here, so I know there's underfloor heating. You do not run water pipes diagonally across floor screeds willy-nilly, because this is the sort of thing that will happen.
Extend, make the diameter of your hole bigger, using, guess what? A slightly larger diameter drill bit. Who would have thought it? What? Oh dear, that's bad. Oh, it's coming up here now.
Don't you love the way I tried to cover both the holes up?
Fix it. Max, find out where the water turns off. Corin! Corin!
That's me shouting with my mate.
Right, can you put your fingers over these, mate? Get the camera out. We'll just have to... We've got to get this water off, otherwise we're going to fuck this out.
We're going to fuck this out.
Cars, where's your water?
SA, water pipes like that are supposed to run around the outside of the room. Okay.
You put that there.
That's what you got to do.
Sometimes it's just insane, isn't it?
And lower as well.
Take your finger off. Is that good? Quality. Right, we can shut this again. Oh, I'm much happier once you've got control of the situation. This is why you never price jobs.
So anyway, as you can see, the long and short of this is that we had to cut the tile out of the way. We managed to lift the tile out. To be fair, I mean, we did a bloody good job here. I was really happy with how we did this fix.
The fact they've
also, the fact they used separation layer on the tiles shows that whoever tiled it knew what they were doing. That's really good tiling work. Yeah, obviously, as you guys have probably seen from this video, we dug it out. We found, obviously, where I drilled a hole straight through the centre of a bit of Hep2O. Look at it, going diagonally under where the toilet is. That is... I mean, honestly, it's criminal. You should not do that.
What are the lessons to take from this?
Zone.
Obviously.
Zone it, you
Our screws
people. Anyway.
They're going to go down.
Yeah, so... Yeah, we got it all sorted out and everything, and that was a year ago, that video.
We have out, don't we? Where you run.
It's weird that YouTube doesn't actually tell us. So 17th of December, 2023.
There.
So literally a year ago.
You do not.
And the comments we got from people
through when you're first fixing.
Yeah.
Especially.
Loads of people just loving this video. People just like to see you struggle. I think that's what it is. They like to see you struggle a lot.
Maybe that's why. Look how lucky they were. If they'd have drilled too far down, blimey. Do you know what I mean? So, I'm just saying, just don't do that, please. Right, so we're just going to cut out this side of the hole. Obviously, the hole actually has kind of...
Let's just fast forward to the fix, because you've got to admit, the fix is absolutely epic.
Yeah, the other side that much, did we? Look at that, straight in.
I use post-mix.
I'm using post-mix on this, because I want to get this done today, and post-mix goes off in about 10 or 15 minutes, and it can take the weight of mix in the hell out of the toilet down to the floor. To be fair, I always think that siliconing actually holds the toilet down more, especially once they're glued to those tiles. It isn't going to go anywhere. And then what we'll do with the side bits to cover up the holes, we'll use the decorative fittings they've got there to put on each side, and then I'll just tell the lovely people, my mates who live here, that they're not going to be able to use the toilet until tomorrow, which is generally what I tell them anyway, because I want all my silicone to go off. So let's install this toilet now and go home.
I want to see the tiling that I did on the floor. I was really pleased with that.
Go.
Oh, here we go. Look at that. Mixing it up in someone's...
It's going solid right in front of my eyes, man. Can we have a cup of water or something? I don't think I've ever set a tile on post-mix in my life.
At least with that part of the tile.
I told you it goes off quick. Oh, mate. I want it to look like we aren't even here. Right, okay guys, so look,
So let's just have a look at this job from it actually being finished.
Blimey.
Did Max get any B-roll of it? Look at it, yeah.
It's all usable, so it just needs a little bit of decorating around there that Nick's going to do. But yeah, all done. So thanks for watching. DIY Friday is right here for you to watch.
Oh, did anyone ever get to check out DIY Friday? Do anyone remember this?
This is the very first episode of DIY Friday, and it's also the Christmas special. Everyone say hello! Everything. So if you want a beer, go and get yourself a beer, everybody. You can have a free beer. Mark, thanks ever so much. We've got our incredible band today, Colonel Spanky's Love Ensemble. Yeah!
Can I ask everyone, what did you think of DIY Friday? Did you like it? Was it something you loved it? Snuggly Socks liked it. I mean, it got 16,000 views, which for a video for us over a whole year is not great. But at the same time, it's such a niche. Well, the whole thing was pretty niche, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. But we had really good fun making it. It was really, really good. Especially the bit when Josh got that massive stump out. Hold on, let's see if we can find it. And we also did our own version of This Is the Moment. Oh no, has he just put it on the table there or not? Right, here we go.
My cheeks, it was numb for the rest of the day and it went to spasm. So my cheek was stuck up here for the entire other day, spasmed, and I couldn't take a smile off my face even.
Really? I was say, people pay a lot of money for a lip like that. You found a new way of doing it, haven't you?
I wasn't very phased with it.
No, he wouldn't be here now, would he? God.
Dad loves it.
Gosh, it's up to you now, mate. Do you want to get stump out? Oh my God.
So in a few seconds, I'm going to show you some awful plumbing disasters. But first, we need to play a game called Stump!
Well, I've still got something in mind, haven't I? Well done. Right, so in a few seconds' time, we're going to...
Yeah, definitely not a hard cut there.
I don't know what I'm saying. It's all gone mad. Cheers, Mum. Do you used to wiping up my juices? So, we're going to get 2 contestants to play against Lee and Luke at a game of Stump. But the way we're going to do that is we're going to go over to the magic cement mixer, turn it on. We've got a few tennis balls with names on there. We're going to pick 2 people out of there now to see who's going to play. Don't put your hand in there, Josh, it will kill you. Right, so...
I just want to fast forward though to our own version of
very first version of
Bullseye.
Ballcock. I'm going to go head-to-head with Lee, throwing some darts at the board. So, without further ado, let's go. Ballcock. Hey up everybody, welcome back to Ballcock. My name's Jim Bowen. I do look a bit like Jeffrey Dahmer. Just going to cut you up and take photos of you. Anyway, my name's Jim Bowen. I'm dead, so they didn't catch me. Anyway, so
He's not dead, is he?
Lee and I are going to throw 3 darts each, okay? And whoever gets the highest score, our respective partners will win a little prize. We've got some fantastic prizes for you today. In 1!
'Tis the time of year to party. Spice up those special moments for you and 4 of your friends with this astounding cut glass port set. 5th glass not available.
In 2!
No cut glass set would be complete without a decanter missing a lid.
In 3!
The candlelight will flicker in the eyes of your loved one as you slowly descend into matrimonial hatred across the dinner table with this beautiful candlestick. Also doubles up as a butt plug for all the swingers parties you've been having.
In 4!
Get your fingers nice and wet and imagine you're on the high seas with this incredibly detailed speedboat and RV set. And finally, how could we forget the coveted golden ballcock?
So we're going to choose those people now. Josh is going to do it using a fantastic...
Sorry, I'm so incredibly proud of that. I remember actually editing it and going, oh my God. Like, sometimes when you do an edit, you sort of sit down with all the footage and you start thinking, you know what, you kind of know what you wanted when you were filming it anyway. And you get it back and you think, did it work? What we filmed, we knew what we were trying to do. We knew what we were trying to achieve. And then you get it back and you edit it together. You put that music over it. Oh God, it was so good. It was absolutely brilliant. I enjoyed it so much, doing all that. Oh, blimey. It's all going a bit Pete Tong here, isn't it, girls and boys? Hey? Just going back to some of your comments. Snuggly Socks said he did similar. Nicked a 15 mil when drilling in a bathroom. My wife let me know it was raining through the kitchen. Light fixture. Oh dear, mate. That's awful when that happens. Oh my God, I'm burping like hell. This beer is burpy beer. Pipes should be zoned like electrical cables. Exactly, Loafer. How do people get away with doing that? I don't know, mate. Leave my lights on, cross legs for 24 hours. Jamie Gurney says, forgot this was live. Just tried to double tap to fast forward. Jamie, you shouldn't be fast forwarding. You should be 100% focused on what we're doing. B said, you're the OG of plumbing, of YouTube plumbing. You need to grab it back, mate. What do you mean, grab it back, Mr. B? Do you, I mean, I don't know what you mean. Who's taking it? I think there's plenty of room for a lot of people on YouTube to do stuff. Max actually said to me on Thursday, he was like, we'll be 1 million subscribers by this time next year. I was like, Max, mate, I've been doing this 12, 13 years and I'm only at 350,000 subs now. So there's not going to be any way we ever get to 1 mil, let alone 500,000. So I don't know how he thinks we're going to do that. Max, answers on a postcard, please. Table mats included, says Snuggly Socks. Obviously from the show just there, the speedboat and a camera. Did anyone notice when I said get your fingers nice and wet with this speedboat and caravan set? Richard Matt, love the game of pool with the voiceover. Should we check it out? Do you want to go back to the game of pool with the voiceover? We might as well. So it was somewhere along here. Here it was. Yeah, this is so bad. These two were dreadful. And we actually cut the amount of balls down for them because they were so bad.
Let's go into this massive pool battle, everyone! Josh tapping to break here today. No colours went down the hole there.
Cheers, Powell. Thank you very much.
Lee from
your comment.
Electrics is about to take his first shot. He's going to take this yellow one into the top left pocket. Oh, that was shite. Absolutely shite. Probably going to be here for a long, long evening, everybody.
Josh Stappen just missing that red there. No surprises, everybody. Here comes Lee from Artisan, couple of bounces, and oh, he's found the middle pocket. Great display of skill there, Lee, you cheeky sod. Well, this just goes from bad...
It went on for ages, Snuggly Socks,
Really?
by the way,
Sorry.
just so you know.
Josh not this yellowing. Oh no, he's relying on the knuckle of the pocket and then a couple of bounces around the table. What's Lee trying it? Oh, a billiards shot. Oh. He's gone in off in the white, giving Josh 2 shots here. So far, what I've seen of Josh, I've got a feeling he's going to completely squander the advantage, but let's see how he goes. Yeah. I don't see this going very well, do you? No. He's gone in off again, bloody hell. Shall we speed this up, everybody? Here comes Josh tapping. Oh, and he's knocked it in, can you believe it? And you can hear the cheers of relief from the crowd knowing that they're one ball closer to this ordeal being over. I suppose I better take this moment to thank all of my subscribers out there and viewers on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat and TikTok. There's so many social medias around these days, isn't there? As Lee goes down and misses a black. And as you can see how the black curled at the end there, you can tell the table is a little bit on the piss. Oh, that doesn't stop Joshy getting a fantastic double. And his favourite fan, Isaac, all the way from the Canary Islands, gives him a bit of a hug. Can Josh finish this off by knocking the black in? Got a feeling he can. No, there you go, I told you. Jesus. Next time I invite some guests over for our Easter special of DIY Friday, I'll make sure they can play pool. Oh, just as Lee goes in off at black. Josh will be here off the restart. Let's see how he gets on. Josh lining up for the corner pocket.
Yeah, you're right. Josh's bridging hand's dreadful, isn't it? Do that now.
Can he do it? Win this year's Crimbo pool. Oh, and he's done it. Almost followed it in afterwards. And that's a great win there from Josh Tappin. And you can see how happy everybody is because finally the worst game of pool ever played is over.
So the Plumbers won. How'd you feel, mate?
Yeah, and I used to play a lot of snooker, and watching that, I was like, oh my god. Yeah, and you can tell by the bridging hand that they're absolutely shite. But let's pop back to the channel and just have a look at some of the bits that's happened over the last year. Recently, obviously, what is plumbing in Spain like? We actually get to see a little bit of Ted in that. And then a nice little backup vid from what I've done recently, just how to add some bloody inhibitor to a heating system. Teflon tape or liquid thread seal. I thought this video would do quite well actually, but sometimes videos just don't land and you don't know why. One that's done really well is the 10 mistakes to avoid with silicone sealant. But something that I think a lot of people, one of you asked before we actually came over here, was about the course that we run. So I obviously will show you that now, won't I? And you can get to the course very easily from pretty much every video that there is out here.
The channel.
It's very easy for you to do because you can click it in the link below, but it's learnplumbingonline.com. And I'm going to go over it. I don't know how I'm actually going to be able to show it to you without there being some sort of major cock up. Let's have a look. Oh, there it is. There already. How about that? That's all right, isn't it? I'll just see if I can make it a bit smaller for you so you can see more to screen. Learnplumbingonline.com. One of you was asking about it a few minutes ago. And if you just, I don't know how I'm going to be able to show you this now without having to go to incognito, which I must say I've never used in my whole life. Honest. Learnplumbingonline.com. There it is. Right, so from down here you can get free previews, but you've got to sign up to do it. Once you've signed up, look, these are genuine reviews here from people. Got loads now. I'm really, really chuffed with it, how it's going. I'm very happy with it all. But yeah, so if we go down here, you'll be able to see, look, reviews. Loads of people giving us reviews. And then we've got why I created this course. Oh man, why can't I get into the actual course itself? Maybe I've got to sign in. But yeah, honestly, if you guys need a bit of extra plumbing knowledge, then it's really worth doing. If you're DIYers or whatever, and you're just coming into the trade, it's a bloody good idea. I'll tell you. So go down there now. Check it out. Plumberparts. Let's have a look at some of your comments, and then I think I'm going to bow selector. I'm going to sit by the fire, have myself a beer, have some dinner, and I'm going to watch the darts. Plumberparts says, I called out a 24-hour plumber, and he was up in the attic, and water started gushing through the ceiling. I said, how long have you been a plumber? And he said, only 24 hours. Deary me. I watched the inhibitor one and did mention that you can buy the inhibitor with the attachment that goes directly to the rad. You can, wobbler. Number one for number two, says Daniel Kirk. Thank you very much. Richard Ramsden says, what's the video where you play the pervy teacher? Oh, I can't remember that one. That might have been Stop Call. But I don't suppose many people actually got to that because so many people bailed out of the Stop Call vid. Let me see if I can get it back up for you. Okay. So hopefully you'll be up. You should be able to see it if I go here now. There we go. So there's the Spain vid that we're doing. But if we go to Plumberparts channel, like videos, and then we go. Oh man, I don't even know where the Stop Call one will be. It'll probably be back here somewhere. Yeah, I don't do vast amounts of videos a year, do I anymore? I don't know, maybe I do. I think I do one every couple of weeks. That's about right, isn't it? Where is it though? No magnet, no treatment.
Stop your heating.
Here we go.
Hola, mis amigos, ¿qué tal? Bienvenido a Plumberparts. Soy de Fontanero, me llamo James. No, we don't do it in Spanish. Hi everyone, welcome back to Plumberparts. Now, do you want to stop your heating system or all of your home water system, or even light commercials, or even massive building systems from having line scale problems, but most importantly corrosion problems inside the heating pipes, inside the water, the hot and cold pipes, and all the pieces that are inside those things? Stop that from happening.
I mean, this is really turning into a proper science lesson. Some of my favourite science lessons I had in the past.
To do that, we're going to fit the Stop Call commercial line C.
Okay, so let's have a look at that. This is the bit you're on about, isn't it?
Thanks, James. Sorry I can't join you on job. Reason being is my tag that's still got on. Anyway, I thought it'd be nice to tell all of you lovely people out there, including some of you lovely ladies, all about how the Stop Call actually works. So let's go to whiteboard. So you may or may not have heard of electrochemical corrosion, but you probably have heard of a sacrificial anode. You'll often find sacrificial anodes on the hulls of ships, an incredibly active metal that is sacrificed to save the rest of the hull of the ship when it's sat in water. And you probably also found sacrificial anodes look like big long sausages inside a nice big hot water tank. I used to take them out myself before I turned into a professor. So our Stop Call harnessed that particular sacrificial anode technology to protect your heating system water and all of the system, hot and cold. Let's say we've got two differing metals, that's aluminium and copper. One is more active and one is less active. And these two are immersed in a conductive solution. So let's say heating system water, hot water outlet taps, or cold water outlet taps. And now look at all these lovely photos. You see lots of different heating systems here, and try to identify the many differing amounts of metals, from less reactive to more reactive, that are present in just one system. This is a problem. The less noble metal, and therefore more reactive, is more liable to corrode, and then in this case that would be aluminium. The more noble metal, and therefore less active and less likely to corrode, becomes the cathode, and in this case that is copper. We have an anode and a cathode.
So the anode.
Oh dear. Yeah, so you get the idea. That was all very pervy and strange. One of you have also asked as well about where I changed the woman's kitchen tap. I know who that woman was. That was Dane's mum. I was working around there just last week. She's had me back, would you believe it? But you're right. Oh, that's little. I thought that was Ted for a minute on that. Let's just see where that is. Low water pressure, crazy volume, how to add emitter. Where was that? How to fit. Oh, guys, honestly, we've done so many flipping videos, haven't we? Use this from now on. 10, 2, 4, 3 jobs, 1 cup. Oh my god. I mean, hopefully Max has enjoyed working with me over the last year. But where is... more than she expected. 80,000 views this has had.
Oh, mate, I forgot my keys. I've been locked out.
Here we go.
This is our... And a tub of Brasso. We need to give her one more bit of fog. There we go. Oh, Amanda, do you want to come and see the work?
Before we see Amanda's reaction, I'd like to remind you to sign up to my locals.
Oh yeah, we used to do loads on locals. You know what, we'll do a bit more on there.
Comment on all the exclusive posts that I put up. There's even outtakes from this video.
Roundabout. Because you guys are fully signed up locals fans, you get to see the outtakes that no one else gets to see.
So don't miss out on our locals community. Become part of the gang, post your own stuff up there and comment on other people's, and see exclusive Plumber Parts content on a daily basis. There's a limited offer of 1 month's free membership. Just use the voucher code PLUM1M to sign up. Anyway, let's see Amanda's reaction.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Well, do you what the plumbing, all the smoke machine and strobe lights?
The all of it.
Have a look in the cupboard.
Let's have a look.
Go see.
Oh yeah, that is fantastic. Well done.
See, she doesn't know
Brilliant.
she can't see the plumbing work. It's great. Works every time.
Brilliant. Really good job. Thank you very much.
No worries. Well, there you go, guys. What an amazing job we've done today. If you want to watch any more Plumber Parts stuff, there's a video here that's closely related to kitchens, so I think you should watch that as well. Anything you want to say before we finish?
Thank you so much. Just got a little something for you to look at in the bedroom.
Let's go. See
She is so mental. She loves it in the bum. No, I'm only joking, Dane, just in case you're watching. So yeah, this next year, let's just talk about that because I'm going to have to Bose Selector in a minute, otherwise I'll be yapping all bloody night. So this next year, we've got obviously the whole of the pool series is going to be going out. That's going to be, well, loads of videos, and you're going to learn a lot, hopefully, about it. Witty Woo says, yo-ho Jimmy, what's the crack? Wobbler, just laughing. Antonio Louis 987, hello, do you also work in apartments? Maybe. Sporadic says, watching this video suddenly makes me want to do the creep. I don't know what you're on about. Mate, that's quite scary. Why would she have your back? You just made her do it herself. Exactly. Guys, I'm going to have to go. I've got to go and say hello to my little Tedlet, give him a big cuddle. And when it comes to Christmas messages, do the same. See your family, turn that phone off. As hard as it is, have a good chat with them all. And yeah, don't have arguments if you can help it. It can be a bit like that Christmas for some people. And also, oh yeah, Scott Mulliner, yes, Tesla T-Smart. They do them, immersions that you can use with an app, okay? You can use it with the Tesla app. But yeah, thanks ever so much for supporting the channel this year. Please go and check out Life in Deep. Please go and check out Times with James. There's going to be a new video on there very, very soon. Also, if you can, if you want to sign up to learnplumbingonline.com, we might do some sort of, I don't know, little discount in January or something for that. We'll see. And also, obviously, check out Beer 52 as well to get yourself some lovely beers. I'm going to go and have another one of those now. And then I'm going to kick my feet up with Ted. Then I'm going to give him his bath, what I do every night. And then get him all ready for bed, tuck him up in bed. And yeah, looking forward to another day with little Teddy, which is always, we just have so much fun. It's absolutely brilliant. So Thank you for your support, because that does support me and my family and the channel, which means a lot to me. And I will see you in 2025. Keep it real, everybody. Stay safe. Happy New Year. And remember to hold tight. See you soon.